What if Doctor Strange had to trap the Hulk in an inescapable, perfectly repeating time loop, just like he did with Dormammu? Amazing hook, the video opens with chaotic, ground-level shots of the Hulk on a destructive rampage through a city. Buildings are crumbling. There's panic everywhere. People are running for their lives or have been caught up in the destruction, looking exhausted and grim. His voiceover says, he cannot be beaten, cannot be contained. When all other options fail, there is only one left. The cage without walls. His expression is grim and determined. He knows what he has to do. Strange reaches a secluded rooftop. The Hulk is close behind him. Strange turns, facing his massive, enraged opponent. Fatigue is evident on Strange's face, but his eyes are resolute. He knows what he has to do. With a deep breath, Strange brings the Eye of Agamotto up, focusing its power. The green glow envelops him, the air shimmers, and a portal, a tear in the fabric of space-time, opens behind him. The Hulk, despite his seemingly endless strength, becomes gradually more frustrated as he fails to break through Strange's defenses. His roars take on a note of confusion, then anger, then something akin to sadness. Strange, meanwhile, ages visibly. The Hulk hesitates for a split second before charging, as if uncertain of what he's about to do. This tiny variation breaks Strange from his trance. He sees hope and seizes on it. Instead of waiting for the inevitable reset, he fights back. He uses every ounce of strength he has left to send the Hulk crashing into the ground. Was this the right thing to do? And could the Hulk ever truly forgive him? As the video ends, the narrator's voice echoes, urging us to engage in the conversation, reminding us of the impact of Strange's decision. The call to action is clear. The video is over, but the discussion has just begun. Share your thoughts on this impossible choice in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us which two heroes should face off next. The world around them resets one last time, but this time, something's different. He goes from exhaustion to desperation to quiet sadness as he watches the same seconds of struggle repeat themselves over and over. He takes a step back, then another. Strange watches stunned as the Hulk reverts back to Bruce Banner, collapsing to his knees. Drained and mentally broken from his experience, the time loop is finally broken. We know that Doctor Strange has endured far worse than this, but there's something deeply unsettling about the repetition of it. His wounds from the Hulk's attacks never fully heal, always resetting just before they would. Strange steps into the portal, pulling the Hulk with him, keeps trying to contain the Hulk, hoping for a way out, knowing that if he gives up, the time loop will end and the Hulk will destroy everything. Strange removes the Eye of Agamotto from around his neck. It glows brightly. It's not a reset of the entire universe, but of the space immediately surrounding them. Strange and the Hulk. In this small area, everything goes back to the way it was before the time loop began. Is it simply because he was tired? Or was there something more to it? The Hulk smashing Doctor Strange sends shockwaves through the looping space. The buildings crumble under the force of his blows. Strange writhes, clutching his chest as he's sent flying through the air. The Eye of Agamotto falls from his grasp, clattering to the ground. The world around them resets once more. In his hands, he begins to weave his magic, creating an intricate, glowing green mandala, a design that ripples and flows like water. He presses his palms together, attempting to use his magic to hold the Hulk back. Then it becomes monotonous and strangely beautiful, as Strange and the Hulk become locked in a deadly dance. The Hulk never changes his attack. He always charges forward with a battle cry, smashing with all his might. Strange never changes his defense. He always tries to hold back the Hulk with a blast of magic. The time loop is now clearly visible. The same few seconds play out over and over, separated by the briefest of pauses. But the effort visibly drains him. Strange stammers, struggling to maintain the spell. The Hulk's enraged roars shake the very foundations of the looping area. With each gesture, he draws power from the eye, reinforcing the spell. The air crackles with energy. The Eye of Agamotto pulsates, its power coursing through Strange. The eye is more than just a mystical artifact. It's a conduit, a focus for Doctor Strange's immense power. As he continues his incantations, the eye becomes a gateway to another dimension, pocket reality that exists outside of time. Keep the audience engaged. We see a meeting between the world's heroes. Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Thor, Black Widow, and others are gathered. It's clear that they not fighting the Hulk because he smashed through most of them with ease. Even combined forces don't seem to slow him down. Tony Stark says something along the lines of, "This isn't working. We're taking too much damage. Civilians are being hurt. We need a new plan, and we need it now," Carol Danvers adds. "Force isn't working. Maybe we need a different approach." Doctor Strange speaks up, his voice strained and grim. "There is only one thing left to try, but I can't do it here. Not yet, anyway. If it works, the Hulk will be trapped beyond the reach of our universe." Steve Rogers asks, "Can we win this way?" Strange shakes his head slowly. "No, but we may not have to." He looks at them all, a terrible resolution dawning on his face. "I'll buy you some time. Just get me to the sanctum." We see Doctor Strange in his sanctum. Books and artifacts line the shelves around him. Then he's off, racing through the streets, pursued by the Hulk, who is fast becoming angrier and more dangerous with each passing moment. And now we watch the first loop play out. The world around them resets, but not completely. In this replayed segment, Strange manages to dodge the Hulk's attack. This is repeated again and again and again. At first, it's violent and destructive. As the loops continue, we see the strain on both of them. For Strange, each loop takes away a part of his soul. It's a torture that no one could ever understand, yet somehow he holds on. After what seems like an eternity, a slight change occurs. The Hulk stops in his tracks, mid-charge, a flicker of understanding in his eyes. So why do you think the Hulk stopped? Why do you think he let Strange win? Let me know your thoughts below. Call to action, the narrator says. Doctor Strange saved the world, but at what cost to both him and Bruce Banner? The screen fades to black, leaving us to ponder the weight of Strange's actions.